have an idea. So you watch the girl and see what she does. We may just win this one yet.
What's up, people? I want to read something to y'all. The Constitution is the law of the land, okay? The common law of the land is the Constitution of the United States of America. All right, but this right here is funny, though, what people don't understand, okay? And one thing that's going to happen that they sent us all a notice about all of the federal agencies that's about to be shut down in the United States are no longer going to be in business. ATF, Fish and Game, gun registrations, all of that shit is all unconstitutional. All that shit's going to be shut down. But I want y'all to hear this, though. It says here, for there to be a victim, it has to be a corpus delecti, all right, which is a Latin word, body of evidence. It has to be a living body to be a victim. And this is what it says in the Constitution. The state cannot be the injured party. The state cannot be the injured party or a corporation. The state cannot be the injured party or corporation. For there to be a victim, there must be corpus delecti, a body, a human being. Without the corpus delecti, there is no crime. Without corpus delecti, there is no crime. No body of evidence, no victim. Has to be a victim. The state cannot be the victim. The state cannot be the injured party. The corporation cannot be the victim. Corporation cannot be an injured party. It has to be a body, a human being, a person. Okay? Now, someone asked me about something about Civils 101-1, and it says the government does not grant rights. The government has no right to grant anything. In a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, the government has privilege granted by the people. The Constitution was written to protect the people's rights from the government and to tell the government what privileges it was granted by its people. What privilege it was granted by its people. You understand that? And that's also in the Constitution. We run the government. We run them. We tell them how much to get paid and everything else. From Republicans, Democrats, senators, Congress, governors, mayors. We, the people. We, the people. Okay? Understand that right now. And it's funny how people will turn around and let these corrupt people put them in the system without even fighting back. Now, since this ruling on Chevron docking, all federal agencies are gone, man. That's that only thing that they fighting for is veterans, disability, and disabled. That's it. That's what they keeping. That's it. You know? But everything else, IRS. And they just announced about license and registration and all that shit is against the law. The only one that's supposed to be doing that is businesses, not the people. And that's not even a government facility. That's a corporation which has no right to have citizens' information, period. Now, I got something here I want to y'all gonna be shocked about, man. But this was funny because I found it. Okay, 1983 provides an individual right to sue the state, the government, employees, and other actions under color of state law. Civil rights violation, section 1983. Depriving the rights of an individual. See, section 1983, 42 USC, 1983, civil rights in the United States violation, right? See, we got the right to sue judges. We got the right to sue prosecutors. We got the right to sue pigs, cops, sheriff, deputies when they violate our constitutional rights under color of law. And that happens every day. But the best thing for the people now, for us, we the people, we took that back now. Judges can't throw out lawsuits no more because we got the right in the Constitution to sue, demand a trial for our lawsuit. There's no such law as a frivolous lawsuit. No such law as a frivolous lawsuit. No such law of qualified immunity. No such thing. It's not in the Constitution. You do not have qualified immunity. We got the right to sue them. We got the right to put a tort against their bond, because if they're not bonded, they have to be removed from office and locked up for impersonating a judge, impersonating a prosecutor, impersonating a court clerk. If they do not have an oath of office on file with the state, with the secretary of any state, the state that you in, they have to be removed and locked up for impersonating a court clerk, a judge, a prosecutor, pig, cop, sheriff, deputy, no matter what. No matter what. Wake up, people. It's here now. We got the right to overthrow all of this bullshit. We have that constitutional right to overthrow all of this bull. We got the right to take back our freedom. We got the right to force them. They got to follow what the law of the land is, what the law of the United States is, and that's the Constitution. For there to be a crime, there must be a body of evidence. Body of the crime. In a Latin, the original sense of the body in question and before not to be corrupt. But the body of corpus delecti. In other words, that has to be a human being, a victim. Not he say, she say, and all of that. Has to be a victim. Has to be a fucking victim. Point blank. And this is what the United States did too. Okay? Somebody asked me about that. Right to travel, no license required. A Texas case, USC, Title 18, 3196. Defendants deprived of a motor vehicle. The term motor vehicle means every design or carry or other converted pulling or drawing by machinery, power and use of wheels. An unconstitutional law is no law at all. The Superior Court of Texas ruled that you do not need a license or registration to operate a motor vehicle. The only ones that has to have a license and registration are corporations, businesses. Your motor vehicle is your property. It's in Texas. Your motor vehicle is your property. It does not have to be registered, licensed, or insured. Texas law. Right to travel. That's even in the Constitution, the right to travel. Okay? Here's another one. Sovereign person must have a driver's license only when we are dealing with our alien into our country. No, bullshit. The Superior Court overturned the Sherry Doctrine case, and we do not need to follow business and broad regulations against the Constitution. We're gonna follow them because they're not laws. The United States Superior Court ruled on June against the Chevy document. The United States Constitution is the law of the land. Each justices, will follow the Constitution and the common law of the land. The court has granted, this is the best one, the court has granted a block to officials in the federal government from violating the First Amendment rights of millions of people. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of expression. Say what you want to say. We got that constitutional right. No YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. What's that other one? TikTok. Cannot stop no one from saying what they want to say. No one from saying what they want to say on the web, on the media, posts, whatever. All that shit is gone. They can't tell us a goddamn thing no more. Nothing. Their guidelines are washed away. Their guidelines mean nothing because it violates the Constitution, the common law of the land. The guidelines are for employees, not the citizens. Guidelines are for employees, not citizens of the United States. Wake up, people. Wake up. Fight back. This is our time. Fight back. I'm fighting back. Fight back. This is our time. Then there was a ruling in Minnesota. Okay? There was a ruling in Minnesota. This is going to crack you up, man. There was a case in Minnesota about this guy was denied his constitutional rights of a speedy trial, violated his constitutional rights to a grand jury. Yeah, violated his rights to a speedy trial. To a speedy trial. Now he has a right to sue the prosecutor, the judge, any officer when they detain him and locked him up. That's called false imprisonment, false arrest, false charges, conspiracy against the Constitution. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? Wow. I said it and said it for years. Read your Constitution. That's our tool to beat all of these corrupt judges, prosecutors, pigs, cops, sheriffs, and deputies. Then they made a hell of a ruling. This is where all you daddies going to be proud. But you could use this ruling too. They made a ruling in Florida. Child support is unconstitutional. Smith versus Wilmer. This came out June 19, 2024. Child support is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. This is by the Superior Court out there in Florida. It is the responsibility of the parents that has the right to know best what is for their child and what is not for their child. It is responsible of the parents, the mother and the father, to take good care of their child, not the courts. Now, what happens now? Since the United States Superior Court threw out 40 years of bullshit, that goes for child support, that goes for CPS, that goes for all of that shit is gone. It's gone. No judge now can hear no case about taking your child away, about child support or any of that shit. No more. Because it's unconstitutional. The father got the right to be in the child's life. The mother got the right to be in the child's life. Unconstitutional child support is unconstitutional. All over the United States. New York ruled it. Florida, Texas, Wyoming, Wisconsin. All states ruled child support is unconstitutional. So now them lazy ass women that screwed over the baby's daddies You got to take your fat asses to work now.
I have to take on.
Yeah. Yeah. All unconstitutional. The Chevy document was one hell of a present for every United States citizen. From the bear your arms to carry your arms to every fucking thing. Police cannot stop you. Pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies cannot stop you because you got your gun on your hip. You got your rifle on you. They cannot stop you no more. They're not supposed to stop you anyway because you got to ask yourself, do you got a right to own a firearm? Do you got a right to carry a gun? Because they got a badge, that don't mean shit. In the Constitution, it says they do not have a right. There's nothing in the Constitution that says law enforcement has a right to carry weapons. Nothing whatsoever. 1776, 1778, 1779, 1818, 1890, 1880. Nothing in the Constitution says law enforcement got the right to carry firearms. Nothing. We got the right to video record you. You don't got no right to tell us we got to stand 25 feet away. That's unconstitutional. They already ruled on that bullshit. These governors can now be tried for treason to commit war against the Constitution. If they don't got an oath of office at the Secretary of the state that they're in, they have to be taken into custody for impersonating a governor. No ifs and no buts, no rubber stamps. Their signature got to be on that paper. These governors can be sued. The Constitution says we got the right to sue all government officials and employees. We have that constitutional right. Once they violate the Constitution, you got the right to bring a talk against their bond and a lawsuit against them. No ifs and no buts. You got the right to a trial. In a civil case, you have that constitutional right. This is for we, the people. Them judges just smack the shit out of every corporation in the United States. Smack the shit out of them. So you don't run no laws here. You don't go to Congress and milk them up so they could pass laws in your benefit, but not for the people. No. You cannot do that no more. You cannot do that. But you see, this is what cracks me up though. I think why they did that way was for one reason, because a lot of judges' kids were getting beat up and killed by deputies and police and all that shit, and they want payback now. Yeah, you got judges and senators and governors and mayors and Republicans and Democrat kids getting their asses whipped and pulled over, getting locked up on false charges. But now they see how it feels to us. Now they see what we go through because of the color of our skin. Because we speak a different language. Because you just don't like us. But you see, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I don't give a fuck. See, that's my thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your opinion, what you say, what you like, what you don't like. I don't give a fuck because I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. But when you fuck with a Libra, you harass, and you retaliate, you better read up on a Libra. We're the sweetest person in the world. But once you fuck over us and try to take advantage of us and play your games, one thing you never do is fuck with a Libra's family or associates, because we come after you with every fucking thing we got. Leave us Libras the fuck alone. Leave us the fuck alone. Because then you're going to see the real anger, the hate, the hate, and the revenge that's coming with it. Because that's what you want. You want to bring out the monster in me. Don't get mad when it comes out. You should have left me the fuck alone. Left me the fuck alone. Mind your fucking business. We're peaceful people. But once you fuck with us, we come out strong. We play dumb. Oh, we love to play dumb. But trust me, we are one. We are the most intelligent people on the face of this earth, us Libras. Because we're balanced with a scale. We don't take no sides. We try to break up conversations. We try to break up hate and all of that stuff. You see? That's what we try to do. We try to separate all of that stuff. We don't take nobody's sides. We're equal with a scale of justice. That's why it's wrong to fuck with a Libra. Because we throw every fucking thing out. Boy, we come at you hook, line, and sinker. You might as well go ahead and put the nail in your coffin. Because we never lose. Because we believe in justice. That's what we believe in. And we for justice. We for the balance of scale. Scale of balance. The scale of balance. Justice. And when a Libra comes after you, you should run. Because you ain't got no wins. Just run. Pack your shit and go to Israel. Just run. And I see all of these people that are finally waking up, posting all over about, we already know that Bush and Israel had something to do with 9/11. We knew that way before they even started posting that shit. We knew that back then. And we still know, because you see, they took 5 Israeli spies into custody in New Jersey. And they was involved with 9/11. And I'm going to tell you, man, don't nobody talk about 9/11 because I lost friends, I lost family members. We already know who did 9/11. The help with Bush, our government, Congress, Republicans, Democrats, senators, they all helped with 9/11. They all helped with 9/11. You know, and it's time to wake up, people. Throw Israel Jews out of your neighborhood. You know, they don't got no right to be in the United States. And stop saying they taking over. They ain't taking over shit. You see, because you see, this is our time now. We're taking back our constitutional rights. And we fought for it and we won. We all have won. We all have won. See, and it's time to put to death, like it says, for treason. All right? And treason, the penalty for treason.
Government people are supposed to be agents.
The term, the penalty for treason is a death penalty. And people don't understand that. People don't understand that. And James Madison wrote, once any part of the government, once the government violates the Constitution rights, they have committed war against the Constitution, which is treason. The penalty for treason is death. No ifs and no buts, no appeals, no nothing. The penalty for treason is death. Once you commit war against the Constitution, that is treason. The penalty for treason is death. That goes for every Republican, Democrat, senator, Congress, mayor, governor, and president. Once you commit treason, the penalty is death. And that's what this president did. He not only commit treason, but every Republican, every Democrat, every governor, every Congress, every mayor, when they got on the news, we back Israel, we for Israel, they have all committed treason. Helping a foreign country to commit genocide, murdering kids, and murder, and terrorist acts. Every other country has the United States on the list as a terrorist. The United States, they got as terrorists now. And Israel as terrorists, which they always were. ISIS was a government, United States government plant. They started ISIS with the help of Israel. They started ISIS. ISIS is the United States and Israel. No ifs and no buts. No ifs and no buts. We woke up. You know, they used to say, an old saying was, let the sleeping dog lie. Once you wake up that sleeping dog, you better watch out. You keep teasing and poking at the bear. Don't get mad when the bear attacks back. And that's just what we're going to do now. It's just like those fools marching out there, I think Alabama or somewhere. Those are all cops, sheriffs, deputies, judges, prosecutors, attorneys, Republicans, Democrats, senators, governors, and mayors. That's why they had their masks on their face, some brown masks on their face. But wait a minute. Why the police didn't go and stop them and pull their masks off their face? Because they all know they're their buddies. They're their kids, their wives, their children, their fathers, their brothers, their cousins, their nephews. Those are all pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies, prosecutors, judges, Republicans, Democrats, senators, governors, and mayors. That's what they all were. All racist motherfuckers that got to be put to death for treason. Like it says in the Constitution. They got to be put to death. Their family members and them have to be put to death. Everything they own goes to the poor. That's what it says in the Constitution. 1778 talks a whole lot about treason. Whole lot about treason. I don't know if any of y'all remember a judge named Ruth. I admired that lady. She was a United States Superior Court judge. And the highest court on the land she worked for. Beautiful lady. I think she was Italian because she got that Cabo right there, man. She has that fire water right there, man. She has that fight. But I never forget what she told every time. It was every 2 or 3 years when they try to overthrow the Constitution of freedom of speech. And her and another judge, I forgot his name, said, if you don't like it, then get the hell out. Shut up. You have no right to talk about freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of expression. If you don't like what somebody is saying, don't listen. They will not overturn or mess with the constitutional rights of freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression. That's the law of the land. That's the law that the forefathers put down, and those laws we will not violate. And that was one hell of a United States Superior Court judge, Judge Ruth. I like that. I admired that woman because she was not only there to protect the Constitution, she was also there to protect human rights, women's rights. And now you got all Republicans washing away women's rights. And guess what happens now? They can't do it. Women got their rights back. Them abortion laws that they put, that don't mean shit. That's gone. All up women against abortion. Man, fuck you. You out of there. You gone. You gone. All of those laws are gone. I keep telling you people and telling you, y'all don't listen. In the Constitution, no government, Republicans, Democrat, Congress, senators, governors or mayors or presidents can pass any laws. They cannot make no laws. Congress cannot make no laws against the Constitution. Already said and done with. Already said and done with as soon as they overturn Chevron document. Gone. The law of the land is the Constitution. The law of the land is the Constitution. Common law of the land is the Constitution. No more of this bullshit. Peace out. Wake up, fools. We fought, we won, and we're going to continue fighting for our freedom, our rights, and start putting away all of these corrupt pigs, cops, sheriff, deputies, judges, DAs, city attorneys. And then we'll be free. Get rid of the corruption completely. Get rid of the corporations. They have no laws no more, man. There's no police officers, no cops, no pigs, no cops, no sheriffs, no deputies can go to no business no more and ask, do you want them removed on a trespassing order? They can't even do that no more because it's unconstitutional. Violates our constitutional right to protest, to overthrow our government. We have that constitutional right. Read your original constitution. Fuck the state constitution. That don't mean shit. Peace out.